Secret house. The house is a secret.
Hey. Yo, peace. Welcome back. Secret House Against the World. Secret House Against Album Reviews. Secret House is us. Tokyo based hip hop art and culture. Me and Jet here again. Today, welcome back. I know we've been on hiatus for a minute. Please go watch the Secret House Sucks video. We kind of just get back into this thing. We'll have some more reviews for you more consistently on the way. Yeah, but here's the first of the new year, and it's a great one. Bruiser Wolf, My Story Got Stories. 14 songs, 35 minutes. It came out on the 12th of January, and today is what, the 1st of February or some shit?
Yeah.
Something like that. Is it? Oh, it's the 31st of January. But
yeah,
this is the follow-up to his 2021.
The Dope Game Stupid.
Solo release, so I guess it's a sophomore album. Obviously, Bruiser Wolf has been on a lot of projects, collaborating with a lot of folks, and since he's part of Bruiser Brigade, which is Danny Brown. I guess you would say he's the Black Voltron line of the Bruiser Brigade. And yeah, filled with a lot of incredible, intelligent, talented people out of Detroit. But yeah, fucking Bruiser Brigade. How do you know Bruiser Wolf?
Probably through a Danny Brown thing, or it was just Dope Game Stupid.
I'm pretty sure my introduction was, what was that Bruiser Brigade fucking mixtape that came out all those years ago?
Oh,
that's where I got introduced to them. And then Dope Game Stupid, of course. I'm a big fan. I know you're a big fan of all of those guys as well.
Yep.
But we like to talk about how we know them and stuff, and our general thoughts on them. You know, fucking Fat Ray, JUS, fucking Danny, Z Loopers.
It's been a good run these last couple years from Bruiser Brigade.
Yeah. What is it? The 5 of them, yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah, all of them are dope. I'm a huge fan of all of them. Every time one of them drops an album, like, they're my favorite in Bruiser Brigade. And I'm like, oh, Danny Brown came out. He's my favorite in Bruiser Brigade. I'm one of those type of fans that thinks that the newest shit often is the greatest shit, and I just fucking love them all for different reasons. But yeah, should we get right into that? I kind of feel like I don't know how to do this shit no more. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I like this album a lot. At the same time, not necessarily that it's a gimmick, but like Bruiser Wolf's thing is his thing, right?
True that.
Like, at its core, like, this is a very, very good Bruiser Wolf album, but it is a Bruiser Wolf album. It is exactly what you expect from it. A lot of bars about being like an old, being an OG, pimping, selling drugs, being on some gangster shit, but now you're kind of old for that, but you're still getting head from bad bitches. And obviously it's the character of Bruiser Wolf that like carries that and separates it from like coke rap or some of the other like, I was a gangster and now I'm straight type thing.
There's a different type of authenticity. He's got a different type of authenticity
to it. And, his character, like maybe not character, but the persona that he occupies, the way he delivers, the way he's always going up and down and going down. And he does this kind of delivery that is, Sugar Free kind of did something similar.
Yeah,
and
it's like a Mac Dre, Sugar Free type
of, but I guess hearing it from like an older cat who is rapping over these very like contemporary raffy beats and have this kind of neo boom bap drumless thing going on a lot of the time, for the most part. It's kind of an interesting experiment, and it still like hooks me, even though I don't know if this is like a meaningful evolution over that's a Dope Game Stupid.
That's actually an interesting point, and one that I was first off, I really enjoyed the album. It's got a lot of earworms, very catchy. I woke up singing a lot of the choruses, and I think that the choruses that he wrote on this album are a bit of an improvement over the level of writing on Dope Game Stupid. But as I came into the album, I really enjoyed Dope Game Stupid. I thought it was a great release, a lot of fun songs. I still sing the choruses and stuff off of that. I'm an instrument. I really enjoy that style for all of its comparisons and idiosyncrasies. I think he's one of the funniest guys out. He's got these like what might be considered like dad joke bars, but he makes them sound fucking amazing.
He always does I'm X like Y, which is like my least favorite type of wordplay in hip hop. When you just say you're a thing,
but his are so like scatterbrained,
but they're so scatterbrained all over the place, and like the way he delivers them is like, I can't tell if I should be terrified of this man or not.
I one of the things that I was thinking about as I heard the album was being prepared and coming out was like when you have an artist like Bruiser Wolf, who's more like street level, his dope game rap is not like I was the biggest kingpin.
No,
you know, it's like I was selling nickels and dimes and risking my life, and I like that. And so when I was coming to the album, I was thinking like of it two ways. Is he going to change up the formula and maybe get a new production ensemble together, maybe change the approach, change the writing style, change some things to kind of show growth of an artist that way? Or is he going to stick to the kind of formula and just expand on it? And I didn't know where he land on that, and I think we kind of land somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
One of the things that I was expecting is to get a little bit closer towards who he is as a person, because I feel like his music lends itself to that, especially when you have an album title called My Story Got Stories. I was expecting to hear a little bit more depth of him as a human being, because some actual storytelling. And I think that's one of the curious things that the album actually lacks is a story. Like, you get a lot of disparate parts about his personality and things that he's gone through and how he thinks about things, and certain like a frame of a picture of a story of something happening, but there's not a story really on this other than maybe picking up his son, you know, and maybe getting a toy. But even that, his rhyme style is doesn't lend itself to, well, at least he doesn't do it that much on this. But to me, a lot of those were expectations that I had that I didn't feel fulfilled to me, but I still found the album to be a step up, or a step.
It is a
refinement,
yes.
a refinement of the dope game stupid formula.
Absolutely.
And one of the things that I really like about this album is like my favorite production is by, you know, the Bruiser Brigade producer Raffi, and I love Raffi's production. I think his production tag is maybe my favorite in the game right now.
Like weird Morse
Bruiser Brigade,
Bruiser Brigade,
and I love that. And actually, he's on in the background right now, and I think that he handles the majority of the production on this album, and it gives the album a cohesion that I really like. And this album's fucking great. Like, I feel like I feel like one of the really dope, wonderful things about a lot of the Bruiser Brigade cats is that they are that kind of mid-level line where you could throw this to the homies who are, you know, outside, you know, active outside doing shit, you know, the cats that ain't on some nerd shit or whatever. You could throw this to the homies that's into sports. You could throw this to the homies who are into abstract weirdo hip hop, and all of them will find something dope or of value from this. And, you know, I threw this album to my nephew. I'm looking forward to hearing what he gets back, because, you know, my nephew GD, you know, Gangster Disciple folk since he's 12, and we damn near 40 now and shit. And it's like, he'll enjoy this. But one of the reasons I think he'll enjoy it is because there's a level of maturity with Bruiser Wolf that is like, it's not like I'm a mature person, but it's like I done seen some shit, and I'm gonna give you part of my story to let you know, like, sometimes there's cats out here like me. And it's still all right. It's still funny. It's still dope. It's still good. I like Bruiser Wolf. I do want to hear more of the story told in rap than the separate parts. But one-liners for days, non sequiturs for days, and it's just dope. The beats are dope. We got Harry Fraud on here, Dag Skywalker, Greg Zola. Obviously, we've got Raffi, EJ Beats. There's a lot of production on here from people. There's a lot of collaborative features, I should say. Features. We've got, you know, Danny Brown, Z Loopers. We've got
Stretch Money.
Stretch Money making I haven't heard that name in forever. Trinidad James, Fat Ray, Chris Crack, and yeah, that's a fucking fire lineup.
That Chris Crack verse is crazy. I think that's one of his best verses ever.
Just dope, man.
He put a new record out like the other day. I haven't listened to it yet, but I mean, Chris Crack has been on an insane streak. I love
we
that
big
dude.
Chris Crack fans on this channel. We love those cats. Like, yeah, but you know, one of my favorite verses is also by Fat Ray. Fucking yeah, the features on this are great. Like, I'm actually a fan. People might not suspect this because, you know, I listened to fucking Aesop Rock, Bus Driver, and fucking, you know, Cannibal Ox when I was a year. But Trinidad, I like Trinidad James.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised to see him on here, just because like it seems like he either didn't want to or wasn't able to replicate the success of like Old Gold Everything when he first appeared on the scene, and then like he made an inordinate amount of money when Uptown Funk came out.
Word.
Like the Bruno Mars, Mark Ronson.
Sure.
He had a writing credit on that because of the Don't Believe Me, Just Watch.
Okay.
Which is from All Gold Everything.
Okay,
Trinidad James.
right.
And he probably made $1 million off that track because Uptown Funk was like the biggest fucking song of the year in any genre.
Yeah. He's been doing like he had a show on Complex with a couple other cats, a sneaker show that I watch because I'm a sneakerhead. And in fact, I just got some new sneakers and shit in the mail. But like that's how I know Trinidad James too, because I like his opinions on sneakers and shit, right? Because I'm still a consumer goon when it comes to sneakers. But yeah, all of them are dope, man. Like I think I might just playing one song off of this right now. Is it just looping and looping? Excuse me. Yeah, let's keep going.
I mean, it's ill.
Yeah. But yeah, this album is really good. I love how kind of I love Bruiser Wolf's flow. He gets stuck in my head on some really like, damn, this is kind of ruining my life type of shit.
I'm
like
an OG.
Yeah. You know, so
what if
many.
I can tell I'm a dope boy.
Yeah.
Two bad bitches sucking dick at the same time.
Hey, dopamine. Like just regular bars and shit, man. Like and
the dope ain't good. The dope ain't good.
And a lot of the lyrics too is like there's messages behind them, and there's ideas and thoughts behind them. I wish I would have wrote down more shit, but you know, like I like when he says the log involved. I don't recall or remember. Yeah, he's just dope.
It definitely fits very well with some of the broader Bruiser Brigade like aesthetic, especially Danny, because Danny will also talk about some really, really bleak shit, but make it kind of funny. He had some levity to it, but also when he needs to be really serious, he's able to just like dial it back a little bit and kind of play both sides of that coin with a lot of finesse. He didn't really do that on Quaranta, which is generally a much darker album, but
this is the Waiting in the Lobby beat. This was on Rafi's tape. Excuse me for interrupting, but I just noticed it.
So like the on this record, like you almost get like a mundanity from it. Like Bruiser Wolfs like retired from his job. Like the rapping is just like side quests to him. Yeah. But like, the dope game pimping, like all that shit, that was his 9 to 5.
Yeah.
And you do kind of get, and that's the one part where I'm kind of like, maybe that's why he's not doing stories, because it's just like, I sold dope, ran from the cops.
Yeah.
Like, and that's kind of it. Like, he would rather give you him as a personality as this like, oh, yo, Unc's got bars actually type figure.
I didn't write down enough lyrics to actually highlight the kind of depth and some of the deeper themes that he has on the album, just because I was so thoroughly enjoying some of the other shit that is not on that. But he does really touch down on some themes. Even this beat that's playing in the background, I like this song. Wait in the lobby for his little boy. Like, just it highlights that aspect of him as a father and an actual like human being. Now, I don't know if he's saying when his kid grows up, he's gonna tell him that she was a side chick or she was that bitch. Is it side bitch or is it side chick or that bitch?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, but I mean, I enjoy it. I like it, and I think me and Bruiser are probably around the same age, And I was outside selling nickels and dimes and trying to ruin my life and stealing cars and doing a lot of this shit too. And I just identify with a lot of it. And even when it's some shit like, the white girl wanna fuck me, she a doll, a demon, bride of Chucky, cream pie, now there's semen in her undies. I'm just like,
gross.
I was like, she a demon, she a doll. Yeah, I get so many of these lines stuck in my head. And
your man.
Yeah. He said, I spoke. What the deal, though? What the deal, though? Sex toys, you fucking dummy. Hoes know that I hang low. I don't take my shoes off. I fuck them in my vans like Bang Bros. Like, what, bro? Like, that's fucking. I got hoes on a track meet like athletes. They all different races, like a track meet. Like, bro, I swear to God, Bruiser Wolf has got to be the funniest MC that I know of currently. And there's a few fucking hilarious cats. Chris Crack is fucking hilarious too.
And what I really love about the Chris Crack verse on this track, or on this album, is that I feel like Chris Crack takes point. Like he kind of changes. He adjusts his style around Bruiser Wolf, because Bruiser Wolf is, you know, he's got that levity, like lackadaisical flow.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't really like do any crazy gymnastics, and Chris Crack just goes in.
Yeah.
Like
He raps it.
He
Yeah.
raps his ass off on that beat, and it's like, yeah, I really appreciate that you do also get from the features, you get the flexibility a little bit. You know, Stretch Money kind of does the same thing as Bruiser Wolf on there, but then you've got like Z Loopers is on this album, being Z Loopers. Fat Ray gets off on here. Like the features do a really, really good job of like preventing the Bruiser Wolf shtick from wearing too thin. You know, and the album's not very long. There's a lot of tracks, but it's like 38 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
I couldn't have really asked for more on this. Like
Yeah.
I kind of got everything that I want from a Bruiser Wolf album, and like I said, like so much of this album just be stuck in my head. Like a week after I listened to it, for you know, like I woke up one morning and I was like, oh shit, that's a Bruiser Wolf line just stuck in my head all day, just mental looping. Well, I've like.
Moving silence. Who wants the all-exclusive trip to Rikers Island? I'm on autopilot.
Yeah.
Cause this type of pressure.
They used to want to suck a nigga. They used to want to flip a nigga off. Now they want to suck a nigga's dick when the nigga's off.
I've just been doing the voice. Like
Yeah.
I'm so like I'm glad I don't live with my girlfriend because she pretty kill me. Glad I don't live with my girlfriend because she kill me.
Yeah, man. This album is great. Bruiser Wolf, amazing. I saw that the homie at the Rap Music Plug podcast did an interview, a conversation with Bruiser Wolf, and I didn't want to listen to that because I didn't want it to kind of shape
Color
my
your
ideas,
opinion
color my
before, yeah.
ideas about the review. But I'm looking forward to going to check that out now because I'm very interested in to see what type of individual that Bruiser Wolf is. He seems like a thoughtful, mature cat who's fucking hilarious and also been through the fucking mud, which is the type of person that I really like to support and listen to. And his art continues to improve and refine. And even if this is his bag that he sticks with his whole career, from the features that he's had, like the Planet Unfaithful that he did last year with Fatboy Sharif, the Ox joint that he had off of Blockhead's album, I keep on finding reasons to really enjoy this cat, and I think that he's going to continue to be one of the most interesting artists to see fucking continue to put out artwork. I want another fucking Bruiser Brigade joint though. Can I just get a whole album of the squad going off? Especially, I feel like at this kind of pivotal change in Danny Brown's perhaps change in his career, I want to see what the boys do. I want to see what the guys do, what the fellas is doing. So yeah, man. They used to flip a nigga off. Now they want to suck a nigga dick when a nigga's off. Yeah. Yo, bro.
Good.
Yeah, man. Fucking, you know the vibes, man. Secret House against fucking
The house is a secret.
the Sonic Cloth. No
Cloth is
Name
Sonic.
Book Club.
The book club has no name.
Podcast.
Rap Music
Caltrops
Plug.
Press. Tokyo Bass, Hip Hop Art and Culture. Yeah.
Dropping caltrops like a ninja. Like a ninja.
Yo, that fat. What was your favorite? What are your favorite? We didn't do our
tracks
favorites.
on here?
Yeah.
Probably Let the Boys Eat, G's and Hustlers, Crack
Yeah.
Cocaine.
My Story Got Stories, G's and Hustlers. The dope ain't good.
It all been good.
Yeah. Yeah, Fat Ray is so ill on this shit. I just fucking love it.
Honestly, my least favorite track on the album was Too Bad, and that's a shame to me because like Z Loopers and Danny Brown are two of my favorite MCs. But like it's got
Mine
like a
too.
New Orleans bounce type beat going on.
I usually like EJ beats, but I just something about that beat didn't stick for me.
It did,
That's my
yeah,
least favorite.
yeah.
That's my least favorite track on the album too. Interesting because that's the one with got the most plays on it. I imagine that
It's the single, it's
crossover
got a
with
video,
Danny and you know what I mean. But yeah, yo, Fat Ray need to come out with some new shit too, bro. I'm waiting. I like all Bruiser Brigade. Go ahead, put the stamp on it. This is official Bruiser Brigade.
Bruiser Brigade.
We'll probably review every single Bruiser Brigade project this year. Like I would just
What?
fuck with it. Deal with that. This is not an album review. This is a conversation.
So yeah, hit the comments section and holla at your mans.
The bathroom only got a urinal because I shit in the studio.
and the custom.
Oh yeah, I would recommend this to cats that like Stove God Cooks, actually, just because the sing-song chorus is fucking lovely. I'd recommend this to fans of fucking Mac Dre. I'd recommend this to fans that like fucking
I'm the nucleus. When it's dry,
scientists. Fucking, what kind of comedian do you think this is? Like a Steve Wright kind of. I don't know. This is great, but yeah, I recommend this guy's like comedy.
math taught me you can make higher number with these squares. You an actor, and everything you do on the set. The steel stainless, need free, describes me best. It's the 15th, I'm back again. Business 101, supply and demand. Might try pre-order, let them buy in advance. Legendary bagger like road slapping. I'm back on the strip, selling the fix with a pop.